Hello, my name is Steve Hindi, and I'm the president of an animal protection organization called Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, or SHARK. Do you, your friends, or family members have Cingular wireless service? Well, if you do, and if you care about animals like I do, we need to talk. Cingular has chosen to sponsor rodeos, and rodeos terrorize, maim, and kill untold numbers of animals every year. You can learn about this issue at www.cingularsponsorscruelty.com, but let me show you what I'm talking about. In rodeos, young calves, only 3 to 4 months old, are clotheslined, body slammed, and dragged by the neck. Imagine someone treating a puppy or any other baby animal like this. They would obviously be charged with committing a crime against an animal. In the rodeo industry, they used to call this mindless abuse calf roping. Now they call it tie-down roping because they know that good, caring people are repulsed by the cruelty of this cowardly event. Apparently the rodeo people figure that if they don't call it calf roping, you won't notice that the animal being brutalized is just a 3 to 4 month old baby calf. In steer roping, young steers are subjected to even more brutal abuse. The roping, head snapping, and dragging of these victims is intentional. This is just the way the rodeo people want it to work. In fact, the more violent and brutal, the better they like it. It's hard to imagine how any of these animals survive this horrific spectacle, and in many cases, they do not. Horses and bulls also suffer horribly. Rodeo thugs do whatever they have to make their victims buck and run. This includes animals being shocked with thousands of volts of painful electricity and having their tails twisted and raked over fences. The only reason for this torture is to make the animals appear to be wild for the crowd. But when they run and when they buck, these innocent victims are just trying to escape their pain and torment. Every year, untold numbers of rodeo animals are injured and killed. Not surprisingly, rodeo thugs refuse to disclose animal injury and death reports. In fact, that information is the most closely guarded secret in the rodeo world. Without financial backing from heartless and unethical corporations like Cingular, the cruel and deadly rodeo industry would not survive. When Cingular came under pressure from its caring customers, the company sent out a letter claiming that the animal injury rate in rodeos is, quote, extremely low, less than 0.03%. Cingular is simply parroting the propaganda of the rodeo mafia, and the propaganda of the rodeo mafia is a lie. As I said before, the rodeo industry does not release its injury reports. For more than a decade, SHARK has asked for that information, and the rodeo people don't even bother to respond. I'm frankly appalled and disgusted that a company like Cingular would first decide to sponsor this cruelty, and then it would follow up with lies and propaganda to its own customers. You can help put an end to the torture, injuries, and deaths of innocent animals in rodeos. Please don't allow some of the money you pay to Cingular to then be given to people who terrorize, maim, and kill animals. Tell Cingular that as long as it continues to support animal abuse, you will not renew your cell phone contract with them. If you're a Cingular customer, you can call the company by simply dialing 611, then press 0, and then press 0 again to avoid a bunch of menu listings. By the way, it's a free call that won't take minutes off your plan. You can also call the office of Cingular President Stan Sigmund at 404-236-6000. Mr. Sigmund doesn't have the nerve to get on the phone with you, but you can let his assistants know how you feel about animal abuse. Tell Sigmund and his people to buck the rodeo. You can find more information about this campaign at www.cingularsponsorscruelty.com. I invite you to stay in touch with us and follow this campaign until Cingular does the right thing and bucks the rodeo. For Showing Animals Respect and Kindness, I'm Steve Hindi. Thank you for caring about the animal victims of the rodeo.